Hi guys, it's Chelsea.
And Chris.
And we are LBC Party of 5, back with another segment of ShineBright Sunday. So we hope you enjoy it. Today, we really just wanted to touch on whether or not, or the importance of water baptism and whether we were baptized. I was baptized when I was younger. I, as you know from prior videos, I did grow up in a Christian household and went to a Christian school. So they did do, at the Christian school, they did do water baptisms for all the kids. They had a big tub. I would just play in it. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. It was like a little mini swimming pool for me, you know, being small and everything. Right. So I didn't really know the importance of it. I was just doing the motions and it didn't really mean anything to me because I was too young to really, in retrospect, I was too young to really understand what was going on for it to really mean anything to me. So I was actually baptized twice. The second time, which I consider to be my first time because I chose to do it, was, I don't remember how far back. We have pictures and stuff, but I don't remember the exact date. We got a certificate and everything, but the church that we attend currently, we both ended up getting baptized, water baptized the same, well, not the same exact time, but the same day.
Yeah, we didn't
the same day.
Hold hands and jump in.
Yeah, no. But it is something that was important to us, and it's not something that's a prerequisite to being a Christian, or it doesn't make us a better Christian than the next person if they're not baptized. However, for us, well, at least I'll just speak for myself, I didn't see the harm in it. If it was something that Jesus did, that he had, who was it, John the Baptist, for a second, I forgot the name. John baptized him. Jesus had someone else do it for him, so if he felt it important enough to do it, why shouldn't I? So that's the reason, ultimately, why I chose to, later on in life, also get water baptized. And it was an amazing experience, to be honest with you. Like, when it actually happened, you know, it was just, I felt good. I felt like a relief, but the real story didn't happen until later on that night when I was trying to go to, or when I was going to sleep. I remember felt like I was waking up from a dream, like I was awake, but I was still in the tank. I was still in the water, but I wasn't scared. Like normally if you're underwater and you're being held there, you're like panicking and oh my god, I'm drowning. That's what it felt like, but I didn't have that panic. I had peace. And for the first time, like ever in my life, that's the first time I remember just feeling full peace. And that's the moment where I was like really letting go, and I'm like, okay God, I know this is you. I'm relinquishing all my rights. My life is yours. So that was an amazing moment. And then after that, I got woken up every hour on the hour. And that I know was the enemy, just trying to, disrupt my sleep and just the visuals that I was having of, like I wasn't good enough and how dare I think that meant anything. Or, it was just like different things that were going through my mind that I knew were not of God. And it was just crazy to me because by the second time that happened, I just started laughing. Like, really? You got to do better than that, Satan. You got to do better than that. Like, at that point, I was just like, I'm calling it for what it is. Right. I know it's not. This is not of God. I'm good. I'm protected. And I forgot what it is that I was singing, but there was one specific song, and I wish I could remember it. I should have wrote it down. That I just kept singing that was relevant to that. And every time that I got, by the time I got through the first verse, I was already back to sleep. Because that was it for me. That was my way of rebuking, and then I was able to fall back to sleep. But every hour on the hour. But to me, that was like a crazy like trip for me. And that's when I knew it was real. I knew it was real. So that's my story.
I don't know if mine is that exciting. Yours is pretty interesting.
I told you about that before, though.
No, I know, but when you put it all together like that, it sounds
a little crazy. It's okay. Go ahead.
But the public declaration was cool because a lot of people, they are Christians and they love Christ, but when there's an opportunity to talk about Christ, you shy away from it. You don't really, you don't brag about Christ. You know what I mean? So that public declaration was good. It broke me out of, that habit of being ashamed, because with my experience, and I think we talked about it in a different video, I felt like my faith was being attacked from like my thought of being like, okay, well, maybe this is what I believe. Remember with the Muslims and the Jewish guys always questioning, what I believed in. So I already was like being tested, and then when I made that public declaration and being in the tank and then coming back up, I did feel happy. Like I finally made like an adult decision, and I made the right decision. And I came to that decision by myself and not coaxed by, your parents or your family or anything. Like, I made that decision for myself to declare Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. That night and a few weeks after, my dreams were changing, but, I didn't feel peace or anything like that. Like, I was, like, at war. And in my dreams, and sometimes I get them every now and again, but it would always be the enemy trying to get me to like renounce Christ. And that was like, at first it was like, whoa, what's happening? Like, do I have enough faith kind of thing? And then, once you know what to stand on, what verses to stand on, and you put on that armor of God, like, how to fight back those negative thoughts or those negative feelings that might be, attacking you. So that's what I do. Or that's what happened during that time. And then after that, everything else was good. Like, I think, like, once I didn't renege on my declaration, then I was kind of left alone a little bit. So every now and again, I'll get them.
And that's normal.
Right, but it's like, no, I'm not renouncing Christ, you crazy. Water baptism was good, and it was good for us as a couple to experience that together. I thought that was cool.
And our son actually, not at the same time, but
right.
He did
the following year.
A year later, did choose to
be water
baptized as well, and that was like, it was amazing to watch him, because again, it was not something that we coaxed. We weren't pressuring him to do it. He went away to summer camp with his church and came back and was like, I really want to do this. So of course I'm not like jumping up and down because I don't want him to think that
but
it's
we
pressure,
were proud that
he chose
Christ,
to do that.
So I was excited about that, because my parents never gave me that choice. I mean, they gave me a choice, but it wasn't like they didn't give me the knowledge to make an educated choice.
So we hope you enjoyed our water baptism stories.
Right.
Tell us about yours. If you have any stories that you want to share, leave them down in the comment box. We'd be happy to hear them.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you next time. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.